You will have 4 capstones to do for the semester. The capstones can be found inside of the capstone folder. When you open up the folder, you will see all 4 capstones. All of these capstones are open now and will close on their respective dates. It is my recommendation that you do the labs before you do the capstones. If you take good notes during the labs, the notes that you take will help you complete the capstones.
To complete a capstone, you simply click on the link for that application that you're completing the capstone for, and there will be a series of instructions. The first instruction is to download all materials for the capstone. Unlike the labs, the capstones are done offline and live in Microsoft Office. I will supply a PDF file of each capstone to let you know exactly what the final product should look like. You will have to download all the files associated with the capstone and do it on your own computer or on a computer with Microsoft Office. So I'm going to click on download all, and when I do that, all of the files will come up in a zip folder. You cannot complete the capstone within the zip folder, so it is important that you copy all of the files out of the zip folder and put it either on your desktop or on a flash drive or somewhere, anywhere outside of the zip folder. Once you take the files and put them in a different location, you will see that there's a file labeled instructions. When you open up that file, it will have all the instructions to complete the capstone project. In this case, there are 25 instructions, and you see the rubric of the points associated with it. Once the capstone project is completed, you will save the file and then upload the file back onto My IT Lab. So you will then get into the capstone and go to the third option there. By the way, this second option simply gives you a preview of all the instructions, but that comes along with the download. You will choose the file and upload it. Once you upload the file, it will be automatically graded for you by clicking on the Submit for grading. It is important that once you upload the file, you click on this Submit and don't just assume by uploading it, it's automatically graded. So I'm going to click on Submit for grading, and then it tells me that voila, it has been submitted. I'll click on the Close, and now I see right away that a score has been generated for that file. Please note, sometimes, depending on the time of day, this process might take a minute, 30 seconds. Go back out of the application and then go back in it, in that folder, and you will see your score. So now that I have a score here, I can get a breakdown of what I actually received. If I click on this button here and go to View Submission, it will give me a breakdown of my grade. So I'll click on this submission, and I get a rubric to tell me exactly where I lost points. So I lost not even a whole point for this section here. I lost 4 points for this section, 2 points here, and I purposely went into the file and made some mistakes in there just so we could see these deductions. I didn't get any points here, which gave me a final score of 87%. Now, my process will be to round that up to 90 and then round it up again to 100. So a student would get
A perfect score.
for this project. If a student scored anything above 80, it would be rounded up to 90 and then rounded up to 100. A student scoring 79 would get it rounded up to 80 and then rounded up to 90%. Now, if the student is not comfortable with the grade that they received, they can always go back and correct those errors and submit the file again. The file can be submitted up to 3 times. So I'm going to submit this again even though I haven't changed anything. I submit this for grading. I close it up, and this time I have to go back out and go in again, and I see that I have submitted twice. Because the score is the same, I don't see any difference, but if I would have corrected some things, it would list the highest of the two scores. I can go here to view submission and see both of the documents, or see exactly if my changes took place. You will have a capstone project due for every application that you've completed. The due dates are listed here. You can start these capstones at any time, but they must be finished on these due dates. So it may be a good idea to, on your calendar, your electronic calendar, put in these due dates so you do not miss them. Good luck.